record. Got it going.
All right.
All righty. So we're recording today's Sunday, July 17, 2016, and we're talking about the power of our words, whether they are in our thoughts and there's subconscious programming that we are repeating to ourselves that we're not catching, or words that we're actually professing. And so because I became much more aware of my words, I wanted to use that in isogenics. So here's some conversations I've been having this week. So as we lead people into isogenics, we explain the science, the incredible benefits, right? So as you're going and you're getting to that point, now how many of you get just a little bit intense when it comes to talking about the auto ship, getting the social security number? Because I don't care how long you've been around, there's still that moment, right? If you guys can relate to this, who have been around for a while, is there still that moment where you fully expect to get it, but every now and then you don't, or you just still sometimes have that hesitation. Can anybody relate to that? Just raise your hand if that's you. And starting to talk about the opportunity side, right? Like, how in the world do we bring that up without it sounding like, oh, here they go? Because so many of us are thinking that. And so I started contemplating the words that I was using. And what I decided is that our languaging in isogenics is not the language that our people that we're here to serve and help are familiar with. So if somebody said the word to me, auto ship, every 30 days, it's going to cost 12 to 20 bucks a day to get started, and I hear auto ship, then what's just happened to my languaging subconsciously if I'm the listener and I'm hearing that? Fear starts to set in. Well, wait a minute. What do you mean, right? So I got thinking about all these things and how we explain things and so forth, and I decided to change my language. So here's what I changed it to. So I was having a conversation, and I said, so they already know all about it. I've told them all about the system, the benefits, and I said, and so I also want to explain, so this is me, I said, now isogenics has an incredible customer reward point system. You know how we love frequent flyer points? How many people love frequent flyer points? Right? How many people get hotel loyalty points? How many people order off of Amazon every day, and you use an Amazon Visa, you use a credit card, you use certain things because you get points? We all do that. We love points. We shop at grocery stores with loyalty points. And so that is language people can relate to. So I'll say, you know how you love frequent flyer points, hotel loyalty points, Amazon points? They're like, yeah, I use points all the time. Now, when I explain it this way, because this is exactly the same thing that we do, the response that I've been getting has really been unbelievable. So I wrote in my page today, I put, keep reading because I want this to bless someone today, because this is an exact conversation, and it is the conversation I've been having, and I've resulted in 4 orders, all on auto ship, 2 President's Packs in 2 30 days this week, okay? And that's been a very big breakthrough for me. And I said, so yes, I said, so the system, get this, keeps up with every order. And the points you accumulate convert to cash, and that's cash you can use anywhere. It's not just on isogenics products. And they're like, oh, I said, yeah, because you know how frequent flyer points, what do you do with them? You got to fly, right? And so I said, well, ours are cash. I said, so get this. And they're like, wow, well, that's really good to know. So, yep, every time you order, we're going to keep up with your points. And now get this, it gets better. Not only do we store your personal order points, but everyone I've enrolled, or you enroll, or anybody else who we all enroll, and other people that I've enrolled, who then enroll people in order after you ordered. So you're going to get points of other people's orders. And they're like, are you serious? Are you sure? I was like, yeah, pretty sure. I said, you're going to get other people's orders too. You're going to get those points for other people's orders. I said, so those are going to add up really quickly, okay? And they're like, that is unreal. So I get other people's orders points too. And I said, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I said, so when you get this card in the mail, it's not us soliciting you for a Visa credit card. I said, I almost threw mine away. I said, this is a preloaded debit card with cash, and it's cash you can use for anything. She goes, well, I think I just would like to use it on my products that I order. I said, that's where everybody starts. I said, but I tell you what, it's probably going to end up more than you're even spending here. Isn't that great? She goes, oh, that is really great. I mean, every conversation I've had this week has been this way because I thought about languaging and just changed the language a little bit and put it in their world and related to them where they're comfortable with it. And I put, now, here's the way to get all those points to convert to cash, okay? You just simply share Isagenix Stew. So when you think of people you can bless with this, and I'll help you when they enroll, that's when the payout of your points start in cash. And she goes, okay, sure, I'm going to share it. She goes, I know a lot of people need this. She goes, in fact, Janie, my neighbor, is thin. She's not healthy. She's stressed. She's got 4 kids. She's a single mom. She really could use the money and this nutrition. How do I go about telling her, do I call you to help me? And I said, yes, that's exactly what you do. And you can just listen, learn, and earn as we go. She goes, great, this is really incredible. She was like, I can't wait, I'm looking forward. And I said, now we'll send you a 1099 at the end of the year because the IRS requires that when we pay you cash because it's going to be over $600. Is that okay? She's like, sure. And I said, okay, to what Social Security number will we be issuing your 1099? And she's giving me that number. And I said, no, the U.S. Patriot Act, we have to get your date of birth just to make sure there's not a fraudulent number, and that is your number. And we, for your protection, bounce that off the, for security. Can I get your date of birth too? And she gives me her date of birth. And this is going on all week. And I put, great. So we're going to set you up, and you're all set up. You're going to get, I'll go more into the points and the cash and how all that works once you get your box and start using the system. I just let it go. And then but I said, unless you want to go ahead and share now. She goes, yes, let me go talk to my neighbor and I'll call you once I do. I put, great, and thank you. I really appreciate you choosing me to hold your hand on this journey. I'm so excited. And she said, me too. I can't wait to get started. And do you know already, she's already shared since yesterday with 3 people. And this is a woman that's 68 years old that just wanted to use the products. So my blessing today, just really my inspiration piece for you just truly is to think about your words and what you're thinking and how it affects your life, because your life is an exact picture of that. Our life is an exact manifestation of what's going on in our mind and the feelings that we're associating with it, whether we're aware of it or not. And so just having that awareness and then transitioning that and having that compassion and empathy and understanding for other people and what might be going on in their lives and how we can explain this in a really beautiful way. Because guys, this just truly is such a gift. This company, the community. I mean, honestly, I don't know what would have come into my life had it not been for you guys. You mean the world to me, and it's just such an honor to even be able to share any piece of inspiration that I can offer. But that's some of the inspiration, plus a little bit of how we can apply this so we can change more lives in this Isagenix business, because we all know how beautiful this company is and what we're doing. And then I had one more piece, if there's enough time, Casey, that I wanted to, another thing that I did this week, if you don't mind, I kind of enjoy this part of it, but I also wanted to share with you a way for people to kind of figure out if they have figured out the comp plan. And so what I did was I took a picture of someone in my back office, and I sent this to people and said who wanted to know. They're still fairly new. They've been studying the seminars and the webinars, and they've been going to isagenixbusiness.com, you plus do, them plus do, learning how it works, right? And so they said, okay, I got it. I understand how cycling works. I said, great. This is fun. Take a look at this picture, and here's the setup. The person I added that you see is on my right leg. They have 257,155 points on their right leg. Their left leg, I enrolled, which is an inside left leg, non-team leg, their girlfriend. And their girlfriend, who's now their fiance, has 10,962 points, all from her years of ordering. And then his personal volume is 2,057. So just remember, I added him on my team leg, right leg. He's only added one person on his left leg. So if you guys want to have fun with this, just write these numbers down. 2,057 on his personal holding volume, 10,962 on the left side. He's added that one person, that's it. In other words, he's not a consultant. He's just got one person on the left. And then 257,155 on the right. And then I would love for us at some point, doesn't necessarily have to be tonight, but if you want to go ahead and calculate it real quick, how much this person would make in one day if they added one more person to the right leg. That's when you know you've got a good grasp of the understanding of how cycles work, of how payouts work, how the personal holding volume is applied. And it's just a beautiful exercise. And I've had fun with this week. We've had so much fun. My team's had fun. Some of us took 2 or 3, 4 times before we got it right, but it was just so much fun. And we all learned together. So I wanted to show you that as well. So does everybody have those numbers? Anybody who wants to do this? If not, that's fine. Those have been around a long time. But it's kind of fun. It's like a math problem. And there's only, math. All right, well, I know there's this new age math where they don't care if the answer's right. It's how you got there. I'm just looking for an answer. So if you get the right answer, you did good. Alrighty. So that's what I wanted to share as far as any insight, thoughts for the week, inspiration. And if it's okay, I'll just go now into events and what's going on. So everybody's aware we do this every Sunday night, and this is amazing. We used to do these by phone, and we didn't have a whole lot of people show up, quite honestly, and it's just so awesome that we're doing this through Zoom, so we all can see each other and do the Brady Bunch thing and the Hollywood Squares and see all your faces. And so every Sunday night, please continue to bring your team members to this call, because as you can see, we want to give you inspiration, we want to give you a little bit of training, and we want you to know what's going on with events. And so bring your team so that they can feel connected as well. So we're going to continue doing these every Sunday at this time at 9 o'clock. Now on Mondays are kind of a night for you maybe to do some training with your team, but also still Team Express, Rhonda Collier still has her 9 o'clock call. We're not really promoting that now, but just know that's there, where they share stories, testimonies, and there's always 4 or 5 people sharing. So if you want to call in, have your people call in and listen to that. That is a product share, the benefits of this amazing company, and that's every Monday at 9 p.m. It's Rhonda Collier and the BBs if you want to listen in on that, and that's a phone call. Also on Mondays at 7 o'clock p.m., I host along with Chris Dravenstock, and we've had a few special guest hosts who like to study spiritual laws and personal development, and we host on the book by Raymond Hollowell. It's one of the books that Casey has read, I've read, we highly recommend it, and it's called Working with the Laws, and these are the spiritual laws. And so Working with the Laws, so we host that. It's a Zoom. It's Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday, we have now our virtual launch party. Is everybody aware of that, our virtual launch parties? So we're doing a launch party for you. You know, when you do a launch party and you set up and you buy all this tasting stuff and you have people come over, that's a wonderful thing. So please continue to do that. Cindy, I keep referring to Cindy because how many did you do? Or like nobody showed up, and or you did them by yourself and there was nobody there. And my first one, God bless Cindy, like if it wasn't for Cindy, and like she was like the only one there, and I was like boo-hooing because I'd spent all this time and made all this food and cut up all these bars and nobody showed up. Listen, we showed up. We showed up. When you show up, the universe, when you move, the universe moves. You keep moving. You don't stop because other people didn't show up. You just set out an energy wave that actually got felt. And so know that you can still do those. They're powerful, but also take advantage of these virtual Zoom parties. They're amazing. They're so much fun, and people get raw and real and serious, and they share their stories. And so those are going to be, and we've had our first one every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And all these are posted in the page. You can see the link. On Wednesday at 9:15, we have the business webinar. The business webinar for people who are looking for opportunities. And, people may tell you that, oh, no, I'm good. What goes on behind closed doors, what people are struggling with financially, some of the biggest marital issues. You think about all the folks that are maybe doing well financially, but there could come a day where their retirement gets wiped out. You can never have enough residual income, and most people don't build residual income. And we know that. They trade time for dollars. So it's important to get people in understanding residual income. It's important to let them know they don't have to be an author, a writer. You think of royalties, people who have developed things, developed products, they've patented something, they sell a book. You think of the Beatles, Michael Jackson, they get passive income. Well, you can too. You could go get real estate and have a bunch of real estate holdings and have rental income, but who can go afford to go buy a bunch of property and insurance and taxes? It's a great investment for people who are into real estate. But I was just talking to a very successful businessman today. I've talked to two successful businessmen today. One owns a major international plastics company, and the other one is a very successful businessman in brokering equipment. And they both said to me how brilliant this model was. So don't be scared to go approach successful people. Successful people understand this model when it's explained and they're shown. And so for $200 a month, if you can eat your overhead, and you can make potentially, the sky's the limit. They're like, that's insane. And when they start understanding breakaway models and multi-level versus what we have, then they're really blown away. They're really blown away. So business people get this. So approach business people, and if you're not comfortable, have your mentor work with you to do that. Also, we're not doing, because of the virtual launch party, so we don't really need to do the Thursday night product webinar that we used to do on the go-to meeting. But Morgan said she would post some previous recordings, right, where we've done those in the past. And so if anybody wants to go look at some of those, they're excellent, and they're excellent to share with people. They're recorded. They're great if you want a little bit longer share with someone, you think they would watch it. Maybe 25, 30 minutes versus the 11-minute Are You Toxic, or the 5-minute promo Are You Toxic, those kind of things, then feel free to share those. Celebration! Whoop, whoop. Yeah, are y'all excited about celebration? So everybody's got their tickets, right? Everybody has got their roomies. If not, I don't say plenty of time, but you can still get all this worked out. Quan and Lindsay, I hope you guys are rooming together. We might go steal your wife and pull her into the girls' room. We might put all the guys together, but we have so much fun. It's so much fun. And that, as we all know, is August 6th is when most of us are coming in on Saturday. If you want to attend the leadership meetings, the Crystal Executive, know that you've got to register for those events. All right, it's not enough that you just have your ticket. It's free. A lot of those things there's some things that are free, and then there's some additional things you pay for. But be sure you go into your back office and you register So, okay, I see these boys are going to room together. Oh, my Lord. We just going to have to get all up in there, guys. I think there's going to be a lot of pranks and fun stuff going on at this conference. I can't wait. So, guys, yeah, make sure that you've registered, get your Maroon 5 tickets, and we're going to have a ball. And I do know that Casey has rented a room, is that right, for us to all get together for a drop-in? Our Have It All team is so big this year. How many did you say we have coming from the Have It All team? Do we know?
196 are in the group.
How many?
196 or 194, something like that, almost 200.
Ooh, so there will not be a team dinner, because I don't know where they can feed almost 200 people at one time, unless we all brought our shakes and just rented out the whole space. So I think it's wonderful that we have this room. It's going to be on Monday, the 8th, and we'll keep you posted on location and all, but please come. I believe that's also the same night as the Crystal Executive Rally. Is that correct? So you'll have time to go to that if you qualify for that and you want to come back to the suite and just party with us a little bit there. Also, we have new team shirts. Thank you, Lindsay Kramer. And they're really cool. Have you guys seen the picture that Lindsay and Casey and everybody had of the gray tank racer backs with the glitter, as well as the t-shirts? Have you guys seen those? So you want to get those, because we like to show up as a team. We take team pictures, and those you can see where it's posted in the Have It All celebration thread. And you want to get your order in by the 19th, because we're working against the clock. The t-shirts are all going to be shipped to Celebration, but we will pay the supplier through PayPal or credit card once they send us an invoice. And the shirts run a little bit large. So if you got big titties, if you got a big chest, which I have neither, just keep that in mind. This is being recorded. Are we going to bleep any of this out? And let's see what else. Also, on the tomorrow, we're starting free shipping through Sunday, as I guess it's Jim Cooper's, it's somebody's birthday. Somebody's either getting married, had a birthday, whatever. So we don't care. Any reason for free shipping up to $25 with a qualified pack of 164 BB, which, as you know, that would be a 30-day pack. So, and we always do the 30-day plus chocolate minimum anyway. So you're fine for that. But let's really get that out there, because what I'm finding is how many people said they were going to get started, and then before summer, and then summer happened. And now they've been, eating at every fish camp between Myrtle Beach and God knows where. I see them eating their hush puppies. They're on the beach drinking their beer all day long. I just walk by those Buddha Bellas every day. I just want to throw cards out at the beach, because listen, guys, they want to be healthy. And so they've had their little blowout for the summer, and people now, this is a good time. This is a really good time to get people on board. And what else? Did I miss anything with my craziness tonight? Let's see. Hold on. Hold up. Let me unmute. All right. I have unmuted everybody. If it's noisy where you are and you want to mute yourself, please do. But I would love to hear any celebrations. People want to give some shout outs to some folks. Who would like to start? Woo! What was that?
Oh, I think it was Nick.
Yep, it sure was.
Eating a few too many Bobber cakes.
Ron Rio.
Any shout outs? Anybody you're proud of? Anybody? I'll start, man. I'm just proud of my whole team.
Belinda, we want to give a shout out to you. You are, you keep us laughing, and
You always got jokes.
You're super positive and motivating, and we just want to give a big shout out to you. You contribute so much to the team, and we love you. And keep doing what you're doing. We look up to you a lot, and thank you for all that you do.
Oh, thank you. And man, I love me some Lindsay and some Kawan. I'm gonna be sleeping with y'all.
Come on.
Party at the Harrison.
And we also want to give a shout out to Joe and Shanna. We talk to them a lot and get a lot of ideas and bounce a lot of ideas back and forth with each other. And we look up to them a lot as well, and they contribute a lot to the team. And
Dr. Joe.
Yeah, Dr. Joe and Shanna. And we love you both. And keep rocking it, guys.
Can't wait to see everyone in celebration. Nick again.
That's it. That's stomach. Those beans, boy.
I'm going to give a quick shout out to Tia Houghton. She's on the call tonight with her kitties, I see. And she's not even a weekend on the products yet and is already plugging into calls and videos and adding people to the page. I'm just excited to see where you take this because I know you're going to rock it.
Good job, Tia.
Good job.
Awesome. I know we got more. I've been seeing those isopulses blow up.
Hey, you know what? We're going to give another shout out too. I just saw it. She just popped on. Let me tell you something. Raylene and Troy. Oh, my goodness gracious. This girl, hey, I sent the link, and we have a different page that we send to our business builders. And we sent it and tell them about this call. But she, of course, didn't respond to it because she just signed up another President's Pack. I mean, she is on fire. That's like, what, 2-3 President's Pack in the last 2 days or something like that?
Some serious double PBs.
But she's caught the vision, and she is not playing around. And I cannot wait until you hit Crystal Director and Executive is knocking on the door here real soon. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, you guys are hot up in Canada. We love it.
Yep. Keep going, girl.
Yes.
One's done shouting out.
I'm done shouting out.
I'm going to mute his ass.
You know what? We love shout outs. People deserve to be honored. People feel good to be recognized, even if they just simply did a 3-way call. If they posted something, if they called and asked you a question, shout out. I'd like to give a shout out to Dyke Dean tonight because on his own, he's been studying and he felt after just a month and a half, he was ready to do his own launch party by himself. He had a beautiful table set up and he's been studying all the ice and movies. He's so excited. He was going to do training. He's brand new in the business. And he has a full-time job. And so, I want to give him a shout out because I love somebody who's a bootstrap kind of person. Lord knows I love a hold a hand, but I also love when somebody just takes those reins of that horse and they're driving their future. And so I really want to give a shout out to him. And always to Aaron and Jennifer and Donna and everybody on my team, to the Altizers. Randy Mills is coming in now, and he's got a lot of folks that are very interested, and I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful for all the trainers. I'm grateful for the teamwork. Grateful for babies. Who's got a baby? I love me some little babies.
I think it's at Casey's house.
Oh my goodness. Any other shout outs? I also wanted to, before we go, any other shout outs?
Well, I just want to shout out to all you all who have given me such wonderful advice. And I feel like I'm right on the verge of something big because of everybody who has taken the time to help me. And I really appreciate it.
Yes, Roz is my PK princess. She's really wrapped her head around this PK pack, which now I guess Paul Kruger's done a new pack.
Yes.
He's tweaked it even more, so she gets all those numbers and stuff.
Well, I just kind of redesigned the layout a little bit, but I just want to thank you all so much. I can't wait to see you in a few weeks. Oh my gosh, a couple weeks.
Yes, and also shout out to Will. He is a new associate in Atlanta. He is a tennis player. And just like you were saying, Belinda, he's really just grabbed the reins by the bull by the horn, or whatever that expression is. Ran with it. He's already done his first launch party, and rock it out there in Atlanta. So we'll definitely see him at ICU.
Awesome. The team momentum is strong, and just continue doing what you're doing, and remember your subconscious programming. Remember your conscious programming. Remember what you're saying to yourself, and your words becoming your law. I think sometimes you just have to put it out there and just get it out, and then let it go, and don't go back to it anymore. And remember the words that we're using with our prospects and our people who are really seeking something that we have. Remember the words that we use could be good, or they could be not so great. And so let's work on that. And then there was one other event that I'd like to mention. Cindy and I will know a little bit more about tomorrow, but if you guys will save the date of September 21st, it's a Wednesday. It's going to be our first, I guess it's kind of like a Super Saturday, but kind of a different concept. On that, it's going to be a Wednesday night in Greenville, downtown, probably at the Aloft. We're checking to make sure we can secure that space, downtown parking and everything. And it's going to be like probably 6:30 to 8:30. And it's going to be a lot of the format of like a Super Saturday, only just, a little bit smaller scale, just a couple of hours. We're going to have Donovan, who is the East Region Manager over Sales, Marketing, Business Development from our corporate office, come in. And he's coming into this area because on that next Saturday, or that a few days later on Saturday, if this is a Wednesday, it'd be that Saturday. In Raleigh, they are having a Super Saturday. And so they really see the power of the Carolinas and the upstate. If you're in this region, and so many of you, even if you're not, you're linked to us, and we're a powerful tribe. And are wanting to really get more focus on all the good work we're doing. So that's going to pull from Western Carolina, Asheville, down to Atlanta, into Knoxville, all the way, you've got a nice regional potential event. We'd like to do it eventually on a Saturday, but we're just going to kind of start seeing what kind of support that we can get. If we could do it on a Wednesday after work. So I know if you're from out of town and you can't make it, we understand that, but there certainly are enough of us in this area that we should pack that house out. The front half of that hour is going to be just like we do in inviting people and guests, and we want to pack that out just like it's church and it's a reunion, honey. We got to get some people there, got some lives to save.
The revival.
Hey, I have a question, a technicality question. Does anybody know anything about the vegan shakes and vegan snacks that might be coming out again?
I'm just going to pray that they're saving them to release them at Celebration. So we should all manifest it. I haven't heard anything though, Shanna.
Linda, it's Wendy. Can you hear me? Mm-hmm. Linda.
Yeah, say again.
Hey, it's Wendy.
You need to mute Casey, I think.
Yeah, please mute Casey, Belinda.
All right. Casey calls in trouble.
Thank
Never
you.
mind, Casey.
Casey. So I haven't heard anything about when they're going to be back. Did you guys say just now? I'm sorry.
I heard the middle to end of July for the vegans.
Well, we know Peter Kelly's a vegan, so.
Well, I know if you already had them on your auto ship like me, you still get them.
Awesome. Yeah, they're on my auto ship. I love the vegan. Love them, love them. All right, guys. Anybody have anything else? And I know Wendy just asked me a question. There was some earlier discussion on that event for the September that it would be on a Thursday, the 22nd. But all the venues that we checked, I don't know what's going on the 22nd, but they were already booked. And the ones that weren't were not.
Real expensive.
Yeah.
Like crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, it was a lot of money, and those of us who are willing to do this are going to have to pay out of our pocket. And you're talking several thousand on some of these events, so that's out of our pocket. And when we give you guys the word that we're doing it, we really, really desire your support to get people there. Okay. Because we wouldn't want to let a fellow teammate down when they're funding something for your good and your community and your growth and your company. And so we'll let you know about that because we're really excited. We think it could be the start of something big. Congratulations, Erin, on your niece for her stellar swim meet today. Erin's been practicing language and mirror work and positive affirmations with her 8-year-old niece, and she's been doing a little bit of Isogenics products too. She's been winning her meets. She's just smoking them in that water, right? Isn't that exciting? All right, guys. Well, that's all I have. If you guys don't have anything else, I am signing off. And look forward to helping anybody this week. And let's go really set some records. Let's just get some sales going and get those free shipping. And yes, thank you so much, guys. I will see you on the Dream Team pages, and be sure to get your t-shirts ordered.
Thank you, Belinda.
Thank
you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Belinda. See ya.
Thank you so much.